Alright guys, welcome back to Our World Outdoors. So after an entire winter of testing, it is now time to do the review on the Thermodown Paria 15 degree down quilt. So first I want to say that you guys have seen me and Missy testing things, but on these we wanted to go a bit further because a down quilt's a very expensive purchase. So we wanted a little more input than just us, because we know what works for us. That doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. So if you've been watching these girl trips, you've seen that my daughter, Tori, has been going along with Missy, and she's a super cold sleeper, especially her feet. And at every trip, I made it a point to ask her exactly what she thought or how cold she got. And I would get input from her, I would get input from Missy. I would put in my own input before we brought this video to you. That's why it's a little late in the winter. Now I want to say that Paria makes sleeping bags as well, and all their products have a lifetime guarantee as far as I know. I know their down quilts do. Now they have two quilt ranges. One is a 15 degree and one is a 30 degree. Now before we get started, I want to say that if you're going down by them bottom temperatures in these quilts, it is honestly expected that you obviously would be wearing base layers. Alright, so that's first off the bat. You'd be dressed appropriately to sleep, not to sleep in it naked. Okay? Let's be real, guys. The other thing I'm going to say is, from our testing, if dressed appropriately, these are comfortable. The 15 degree to us is comfortable down to about 25 degrees. Anything beyond that, and we pull out other measures. Now that is under our setup, wearing cuddle duds or climate right base layers, clothing, you know, a puffy maybe. So this is not us saying sleep naked in this thing, you're good to about 25 degrees. Now the specs on these, there's so many to go over. I want to make sure I get them all right. So I'm just going to run through the bullet points here on my phone, just because I want to bring you all this information in a timely fashion and not make this a super long video. So let's get started here. First thing you need to know is this is 700 fill 90/10 white duck down. Alright, so it is duck down. That is important. Some people have a real issue with it. The other thing is this comes in two lengths, regular and large. Missy has the regular, I have the large. There is a 3-ounce weight limit, weight difference, I believe. It's not that much if you really think about it. So the regular size is 78 by 56 inches. The long is 84 by 57 inches. So if you're a little taller, might be worth the extra little bit of weight to get the long. I enjoy it. It fits me well. I'm a little over 6 foot. Take it for what it is. Weight. The regular length is 2 pounds and 3 ounces. The long length is 2 pounds 6 ounces. You will have to add 3 ounces if you use their stuff sack that comes with it. You can probably just throw it in your pack though. You really don't need it. We do use it. It's not a big deal to us. Just saying. So you have 22 ounces of fill weight in the regular and 24 ounces of fill weight in the long. When packed, these are 10 inches by 7 inches. All right, that's the stuff sack size compressed. The shell is made of 20D ripstop nylon. The inner lining is made of 320T polyester. Okay. Now, when we're talking about this, as you know, with everything we do, these are budget quilts, guys. The regular, which is what I'm in actually now, is going out the door right now for $169. $169 for a 15 degree quilt, guys. Really. And this isn't some half done quilt. Alright, Paria makes good products. Now, usage is what most people kind of play with here. Do I want the 30? Do I want the 15? I have some friends that have the 15 that use them almost year round. They switch to a lighter, like a Costco quilt in the dead of summer, but fall, spring, and winter, this is what they carry. They're acceptant of it. One piece of equipment to do all the jobs. Now, some things to know. You got a drawstring to close up your foot box, and you also have snaps all up this thing to close it up, to make your box for your legs. Now up at the top, you have another cinch and snaps. So you can cinch it around you to keep it tight to you. But I would also tell you that with some fashioning, this could make an underquilt. It'd also make an excellent overquilt inside a hammock. Right? That's what we intend to use this with, is our hammocks, as well as our tent camping in our land shans or whatever tent we're taking out. I know the girls have been out in the 20s, and I have as well in these. And the base layer is generally enough as long as we have a puffy or a hoodie or something else and a skull cap, whatever you want to use to cover your head at night. I personally like to have a beanie on my head at night. A lot of people don't. So it's kind of whatever you like. But you have to think about things as realistically. If you're going out and it's going to be anywhere down below freezing, you better have base layers with you. You better have extra socks with you. Now, the one complaint I did get from Tori was her feet got cold, but Tori's feet are always cold. All right, even with her base layers and 2 pairs of socks on, her feet get cold. So I think it's less about the quilt and more about her own circulation issues. But I do have to bring that up because I think it's important that you guys know the feedback from every person involved in this. Now, if you're a side sleeper, you toss and turn, I would recommend getting the larger version, because the longer version is slightly wider, but it's just about how you get in it. And the more material, it just kind of moves better when you move at night, because I do toss and turn, whereas Missy kind of lays still. So this is one of those products that I can tell you we approve of it. I can tell you that it's worth the money. I can tell you that its price point is far lower than others. But in the comparison world, there's other ones out there that are slightly more expensive that might work for your situation better. So I don't want to try and hard sell you on anything. There's so many people making so many different quilts. But you've watched us run all winter with these and the fall. And for us, this is the perfect fit. Perfect between form factor, cost, usability, and now we know that we can trust it, because not only do we have people that before we got this were advising us of how long they've been running theirs, but now we've been able to run it for this amount of time and then bring that information to you. So I think it's an excellent product. You can go check out Paria.com, or you can go to Amazon. We will put multiple links in the description box below. Check it out, follow up, do your own research, decide if this is what's good for you. Because we still got the rest of winter, we still got spring, and really this is a 3-season bag. If you get hot, all you have to do is just barely turn it sideways and flip a little bit off of you, and it works just like a blanket. It can be opened out like a blanket. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you haven't already, please take the time to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to get my butt out of here, get this tent broke down because it's about to rain. I'll see you in the next one.